Okay, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening, uh, depending on wherever you are listening to me. My name is Dr. Nancy Miles Bafo Jimfi, currently coordinator of UGRC150 Critical Thinking and Practical Reasoning. You would have received some notice from me, or you would have engaged content with me as your instructor for a specific group already. I've found it necessary, like I always do, on behalf of the team of lecturers that engage you. The coordinator serves like the voice of the entire team. And so I want to once again give some kind of feedback apart from all that has been given, and to give some guidance and to congratulate you for coming thus far. This is Friday evening. This is the end of the 11 weeks they investigate. And so you would see that from next week onwards, students will be writing exam for main campus and College of Health Sciences. The timetable will be out soon, but you are also done with your calendar. So just by way of feedback, I hope we don't have to have too lengthy a recording. Why recording? I think it helps so we can say more and we can elaborate a bit more to put some mind at rest. So if you were looking at your course outline, which I'll go to shortly, but look on my screen now. This is just a little bit of how we grade your essays, how we see it. And to protect people, we have taken off the names, but you would see that some have been flagged red. So for such a person, this one, see the red flag means about 93% of the content the person submitted is copied. It's someone's submission. If we selected the flag, it would take us to the exact paper or papers that has been copied, 93% of it. This other person had 79% of the copy. Sometimes I get 100% copied, about 4 people. It's embarrassing. We don't want to say too much. When I hear students say, why did I get this? I say, how can you go and pull someone else's submission? Sometimes not a colleague, someone in KwaZulu Natal or Botswana. You see, you will be caught. So that should speak volumes for not too many, but quite because of the size of the class. We are dealing with all students, that have been admitted to the university for the first semester. The next semester, the other half will do it so it's a big number. So that even if 0.1% of them committed such blunder, it will be a big number. You see that? You should be minded. So I have sent a message to the class. I've told you, if you feel that you've scored a 0 that you don't think you deserve, there are not many of you, but those 1 or 2 people, you send me a message. I will take a screenshot of your own submission and show you where you picked them from. Sometimes paragraph or this paragraph is from so and so person, this other part, word to word. What is wrong with you? Respectfully, this is University of Ghana, for that matter. Our academic integrity matters to us. We want to instill that in our learners and our graduates, so that when they sit at places of authority, we can sleep peacefully knowing that they will man that office well, not corrupted. Okay, so word to the wise is enough. That should speak to a few people and put their minds at rest. The second thing is, you see that you were given makeup. Look at the expression, a makeup, to make it up. The course outline clearly showed you. Let me see if I can exit this and show you the course outline without exposing anyone's grade. Okay, the course outline told you you will be graded for assessment 1, 10%, assessment 2, 10%, interim assessment, 30%, the 3 making 50%, 50. Then your final exam, over 50, totaling 100. We did those two assessments, the 10% each. Some came in late, we've gone past that discussion. So they had to be given an opportunity as late as the 8th week. That is part of the reasons why releasing your assessment delayed. You see that the interim assessment even came before. We released that earlier because that one was done, I think, the 9th week or so. So we were not going to reopen that. The semester is 11 weeks. If you come after the 9th week, what? You should go and do the course next semester. You don't come to write an assessment. You come to learn content. And then we assess you, okay, on the content studied. So you can always do the course next semester. Thankfully, we ran it both semesters, okay, or next year. Now, so the makeup for assessment 1 and assessment 2, dear friends, was just what it is, to make up. So those who missed it were being given the opportunity to. And the announcement clearly said that. And people went to do it. Now, for those of you who, as maybe you didn't attempt the makeup by seeing there is the way the system grades. We graded the whole thing. So don't worry about the zero that you are seeing at the makeup. It's not everybody who is getting that zero. I got someone said to me, I didn't do the makeup. I'm seeing it. I said, don't worry. We'll block it again. Okay. Those who did it, we want to show you that you did the makeup. If you did it because you didn't have previous submissions, you are safe. We'll use that to replace it. Even that, we will look for those who were not on the site at the time they were doing it. Okay, because of all the explanations we gave you. Not that you were on the site, you didn't do it, then you heard that there's an opportunity for those who had just been registered to do it, then you went to do it. We'll find you and take yours out and all that. Okay, but for now, just to put your mind at rest, the zero there is because everybody on that submission list were graded. So if you didn't have any, you had not put in a submission, it will still grade it over. But we know that we are just picking assessment 1 for you, assessment 2, interim assessment. That is what we will compute. Now, those who already had assessment 1, assessment 2, and went to do the makeup, they are in trouble because they will lose that assessment mark. They will lose for the makeup. We want to help ourselves be disciplined. It's as simple as that. Be disciplined. Obey simple rules. Even this evening, after everything has been released, I need that still have queries, so I want to attend to them. Put your queries in this email, an email committed to UGRC150 matters, so that when I go there and I sit by my machine, I'm attending to all those queries there. You are putting them in another email that attends to other students. Because I don't do only critical thinking, I teach other courses. I teach philosophy up to the 4th level, and long essays, PhD supervision here, MPhil supervision there. They are all sending staff to be supervised, to receive feedback, to help you receive attention quickly. One, because we are not within one department. It's a university-wide course. So sometimes you might not even be able to reach the person. So put them here so that when I sit, sometimes I can trace one particular concern, then it means, oh, let me send one general notice to the site to help everyone. Put it here. People will put it there. You don't want to listen to simple instructions. Look, if you do that in critical thinking, you will not do well. You may know the content, but you won't do well. Because imagine if you were doing a deduction, modus ponens or modus tollens, and you decide to bring the consequent first before the antecedent. The reasoning will be wrong. Don't say, after all, they say, okay, antecedent, consequent, doesn't matter. After I brought both. The one you brought first matters. It's a discipline. They're discipling you to be rule bound. I gave you instances. You go to the banking hall, they give you your ATM card and tell you, key in a pin. You key in 11223. Okay, then they key that in for you, 11223. Now you go and stand by the ATM, you say, oh, 11223. I can say 22311. It's still the same combination. It won't open, you won't get your money. You need to learn that. People, our generation, we don't want to listen to any rules. We want everything goes, no boundaries. It will not wash. Okay, so I think that one is clear. You are preparing now to go and write the exam. I just wanted you to hear my voice telling you on behalf of the team of instructors, the lecturers, senior lecturers, what have you, the tutors for DE, you have tutors assisting for main campus and College of Health Science, you have teaching assistants on all of our behalf. It's a big team. So perhaps I won't be able to mention all the names today, but you know them all on our course outline on the site. We all want to come and congratulate you. Well done. If you had anything more than half in the IA, you have done excellently well. don't beat yourself up at all. Done very well. It's critical thinking. So you keep compiling and accumulating the marks. Let us do the examination and the grading. Leave us. That's our work. Okay. You focus on being the student and learning the content and accumulating as much as you can. Bring it to the kitchen. Let mama and the team do the cooking. You'll be amazed what that small little, condo that you brought can prepare for you. So don't worry about the grading. You are seeing your raw marks, and that's good. Most people are excited. Some too are big jittery. Some sent me a message. So my total is 36. Am I on a safe ground? I said, focus on what is ahead. You see. So let us be the ones doing the grading, and you be the one learning. That's the second thing. Then the final one, and then I'm out. I'll share the link of the recording too. But remember what you see on the slide. Tell people not to put us in a state that will be forced to project things. Huh? Don't try that kululu thing with University of Ghana. You will be caught. If you are not caught at the first attempt, later you'll be caught. We don't like that. So we earn our place. That is why you are proudly a student of University of Ghana. You're happy that you are there. We don't do things shoddy. Imagine we do shoddy and train medical doctors, and they don't know their staff, and you go there and they are going to be the ones operating you. Can you see what we have done to you? So learn, reflect. You are working offsite. Do your work. Write it your own way. It's not the rightness or wrongness. You will see. You see that someone's plagiarism is 7%, and yet he or she scored 5 marks. Another person's plagiarized content was even 9%. He scored 8. So it means that you can tell there wasn't so much how well you were able to answer. No. We're looking at your critical ability, that's all. And it should be you as much as possible, even if you've read around, not to go and write verbatim what someone else has written and present as yours. So we reward you for your ability to copy and paste. No. So I've given you a love letter in the announcement. I told you if you see a 0, there are 2 explanations, but I'm talking about the assignment. You've done assignment, it shows 0/10. 0, we don't give 0. So if you are seeing 0, it's a crime. You have been caught. We just don't want to embarrass you. You can be penalized. You can be given a grade X in UG for that kind of action. I should go and check the course outlines in your other courses. You see, it's clearly stated there. We don't joke with that. You can't go and take people's ideas and own them. People's writing, then you come and present it as yours. Copyright. Okay. So it could be plagiarism. It could also be for the test and quizzes too. When you are giving simple instruction, what I have stressed over and over again, 1 attempt only. You've used that 1 attempt. What business do you have going back into the assessment to open it? You say, I mistakenly opened something that is passworded. You say you mistakenly opened it. Opened again to do what? It's cheating. Because you are trying to attempt the quiz again. That is how the system is not a human being. It won't hear you say, oh, dog, please. No, the system is a machine. So I've received 2 or 3 such instances. This is going to argue with you. I said, look, we put a lot of human face to mark. You see how long it has taken us? Because after marking another review, to be sure that we err rather on the side of caution, where we should rather take a mark, we'll give to the student. So some of you, The 2, 2, 2, and 3, 3, 3 that you earned out of 5 were actually zeros because you didn't answer the question. And you should just call 0, but we say, okay, for the attempt, for this, for that. It makes grading very difficult because the person is wrong. Tino, give him or her 0 and move on. A examiner says, no, hold on. Let's look at the attempt. The person made an attempt. So let's see. If it's over 5, can we give 3? Let's check. So that you can earn some 3 marks here, some 2 marks here, some 1 mark there to add to your objectives, which was over 15, 1, 5. If you score 2 over 15, how can that be someone's problem? Objectives. We had to force and squeeze some 8 marks there. So it has to be a fair system. People, Nanka, some of you, it won't go well. So we have put a lot of human face, but the ones that are copying, like 93% you see on your screen, I won't take it off. You see that I studied. If I go towards the left a little, you see the person, and the person is not alone. Some are 99%. But if you made an attempt and you even got it wrong, we see that the person tried. It's still interim assessment, so maybe they will fill in those gaps. So let's give the effort for 2 marks. Where it was an essay over 10, the person didn't write a response answering the question. I've had to engage 1 or 2 students like that, virtually writing from start to finish. And the person tells you, "Oh, doc, then this my 6, maybe I didn't even deserve it." And I say, "Yes, you didn't." But we are not marking expert answers because you are not expert. You are in level 100. Some are still struggling with, I didn't did it. He hasn't gone. He hasn't, I don't even know how to say the wrong one. He hasn't had it. He hasn't has it. So I'm confused. I didn't went. That shall I? You can't even make out what the person is saying. But that is why they are here. That's our work, to help you. So we don't pick unnecessarily on stuff, but we help you learn. That is why these assessments were done offsite. How do we even guarantee who did it? The essence is it was an open book exercise. You can open your book several times and look inside, but you don't open the book and go and copy the same thing, come and put down. That's not good training. That's called thievery. You're stealing. We can't trust the resources of the nation in your hands. So don't come bothering me for me to go and take a snapshot and show you that you took this paragraph from South African journal of this. You took this other paragraph from website so and so and so. And this one, you took some people's one is the whole thing. I've already explained that. Okay. So I said, if you go back the test and quizzes bit, if you go back into the quiz, after you have already submitted with the 1 attempt given, the instruction that we gave you was the system will keep the last attempt. It was clearly stated in the last attempt. We are dealing with thousands of students so that you confidently write. And if you feel that, oh, I don't like what I submitted and I had another opportunity, I'll use it. But with the mindset, I'm mindful of the fact that if I go and attempt with the second one, it is the last attempt I have in the system that will be kept. Obey simple instructions. Let's say underline the answer, underline, don't go and circle it and say it's the same thing. Shade your answers, SHS, shade it. Then some people have circled it. The system couldn't pick. Then you are getting an E or an F in a paper that you could have easily made an A because you don't know how to obey simple instruction. And dear friends, okay, so I'm speaking to those few people, maybe a 1% or so, that may need to hear because they are reading your feedback and they still think that, can I have feedback on why I should deserve a 0? I say, hey, nice. Okay, so we got that sorted and we have to trash it out. When you go back into the system will pick that second attempt and you won't be able to submit because you have already used up what was given. So it will become a 0. And that is not anybody's fault. It's not anybody's fault. Someone said, oh, doc, then delete the last one. Who told you? The lecturer should go and delete your submission. Every activity on Sakai is monitored. It's traceable. You can trace who did what at what time. You have submitted your work. I should go and delete. On what grounds? Then it means if I don't like you to, then your correct answer is I'll delete all. The system doesn't even permit you to do that. So learn from that. And let's see how we can put a human face to it when we are doing the final computation. But for now, I want you all to see your red, good, green clearly. Okay. So some final uh, point. I said the makeup assessment. If you did the first one, you did the second one, you didn't touch the makeup. But because we graded everybody on that side, we picked those with submissions and graded, and then release. When you release those who didn't have submissions, the system will pick it as 0. It doesn't mean you scored 0. You don't even need that makeup. When we are going to compute, we take your assignment 1 mark, we take your assignment 2 mark, we add your IA mark 30, then your final mark, the final mark over 50, and total that. So that is what will be computed. You don't have any issue at all. Sleep peacefully. That's 0 that doesn't. Even after a while, I'll cover up the makeups so that you can clearly see your final marks. Okay. Now, D, you do your final exam. When I say D, they know themselves. You are not D. So don't take that information for yourself if you are not D. Because I created a research group to be able to gather them at one place. People who are not reciters. You see receipt written down. You say I mistakenly joined the group. How can you mistakenly join? And the alumni are for so brothers and sisters in the, how can you say you have mistakenly joined a group that is labeled receipt and amnesty? Is how I mistakenly joined. You have to, we want to groom people that can hold the fort for us, please. These attitudes are not pleasant at all. Okay, so from level 100, fresh, you pick them quickly. If you have doubts, send an email here. So if you even felt intrigued, you want to know, I mean, what is this group about? Write to the email. I'm very prompt on the emails. Everyone can testify. Okay. Write and ask, Doc, please. I saw this. Can I say? A few people did that. I said, if you don't know what DE means, then it means it's not you. It's not addressed to you. Focus on. If you don't know what amnesty means, then it means you are not the one that it is addressing. So focus on your content. At least they asked. You have gone to join. Then when you enter, then you can exit. They send a message, Doc, please, can you tell me what that group over there? I said, what has it done? Because I'm stuck inside. I said, Shaho, remain there. Okay. So distance education students, you will write your exam with answer booklet. Distance. You will not write your final exam on a computer. Simply put, you won't. So look out for clarity. As soon as we receive your exam schedule from your unit, I can speak directly to you on your call site, not on someone's WhatsApp platform or some politician who wants vote. I'm talking about student politician who is gathering following. And so he's creating platforms left, right, center. If you get misinformed, I cannot be accountable. None of my colleagues can, and none of my TAs can. They know the instruction. Go to the course site and read for yourself. Don't say all my friends say they have seen their result. Then go and collect the result from your friends. Where they are your examiners now. You see, they have a certain posture. You're in university. Your friends, everybody has seen it. Where did they see it? Grading is ongoing. We did 3 short answer questions. We picked question 1 for the 3,000 plus of you for D alone and grade all of that before we move to question 2. When we move to question 3, someone is like, why are the marks changing? I said, but if we are grading, shouldn't the marks change? It is, brother. The marks shouldn't change, they should remain. When you've earned 5 marks in addition to what you had from your objectives, the marks should remain there. I mean, so sometimes I'll just tell students, be at peace. So we even block the graph, so you don't see that we are working. You let there be dead silence, dead silence when we finish or the release. That one too. People ask, you're not hearing anything. When is 0? I say, why are you going to change what you have already written? Or you are not the examiner. You should focus on learning the content. There's still 50% ahead. that you must earn. You see. So your final exam date will come. When it comes, then you walk to your center there and physically take an answer booklet and write your answers in. You will not work off site. No, for the final exam. Go and sit down and write. Be supervised. Okay? It will help you. Main campus and College of Health Science, you know already. You are working like you worked for your IA. You will go to the center on campus. Use the computer that you were given. In other words, when the schedules come, you'll be told go to lab 3 or so and so. If you look at the schedule that Academic Affairs gave, they were very generous with us. Everything seems to be within 1 day. What you did in the IA for 4 days because we didn't have all the computers to our disposal. This time, we are blessed. We'll have all the computers to our disposal, so we should be able to work within a day. That means you cannot go and tell somebody that me, I'm not. So those stories, I've told you, be serious. How many times will you write final exam in critical thinking? Once. So, so your non-re or my non-re shouldn't be the issue. I don't have a pen. You don't have a pen, so you write exam. So stop the excuses. Okay, I want you to do well. That's why I'm speaking that way. On behalf of my colleague and the team, we want you to do well. Get A, B plus, B, A, and exit. It's not just a grade, but we know you've had a wonderful experience in the teaching, the interactions, and what have you. The recordings are there. They are useful nuggets for life and for academia. We are happy about that. But we now want to top it up with very good grades. No two ways about that. But you will earn it. It will not be given on a silver platter either. All right. So you will go there at the time given. If you go late, you will be picked for more practice, and you get grade X. And it's not a coordinator or a lecturer thing. Doc, please, can you say something about it? No. I'm going to call my mother to come and beg here. We don't do those things in the university, people. You have left SHS, respectfully. So you will go early. If you are scheduled for 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m., you will get there 7:15. That is why you should know the center. It's not the day that you go looking for. They say some lab at consumer science. Please, where is the consumer? That day that you are right, you are now looking for. You are not a serious student. I think that those ones, what else did I say? I've talked about. I think I've talked about assignment. I've talked about that you should be at peace with yourselves. There is examining and there's grading. The university says anyone that gets 80 and another person who gets 100 are all standing on the same footing. You are the same. Look at 20 marks difference. You are the same. When we grade, so grading moves people to places. You understand? Yeah, it shifts you. Someone gets 0, another person gets 44. The university says you are all the same. You are all F. Oh yes. Look at the difference. So we grade to level it, to move people to belong wherever. So you should let the examiners, the people instructing you, do their job. They teach you by the grace of God. They ask you questions, that's examination. And then when you give answers, they grade. So as you accumulate the marks, I'm sure that just in case someone has 18 over 50, I've not seen such. If you have done all the 3 exercises, I don't think there is anyone below 20 after doing all the 3, unless you went to copy. And so one of them counted like nothing. That one cannot be my fault. Okay, it will be your problem, which you have to take responsibility for and work towards it and say, hey, me, if I see copying, if I see somebody's work, even if I want to copy, I'll copy like a critical thinker. I will take it and paraphrase and represent. It's still you, not to go and take D2 and sit in your room expecting that you have out. It's an insult to the person grade. You don't know it. Like you don't know nothing. So I have my fast. Why is slow? You don't do that. So we've gone past that now. Okay. So let us do the grading. We will grade. We'll be alive by God's grace. And we'll grade. And you know that we have a mother's heart. So no problems about that. But you will earn it. Okay. What was the last thing? So exam, and then just some few thank yous, and then we are done. Okay. Send me all your queries if you have them. I just hope that the salient matters that I wanted to put a voice to have been dealt with. Answering the questions and the content and what if you go to back to the recordings, every question that we've asked you is answered. It's dito. Every question, the essays, the one on justice, play the recordings and see. We say the people are contending over what justice is. The family dispute one. Which other one? These are the essays I'm referencing. As for the short answer questions, modus ponens and goals, why is confirmability not proven? It's dito from the recordings and the slides, discussions we've had. So just go and engage that. Because unit 6, 7, 9, 10 are coming again. They are coming like Ujai, Ujai. But you will do very fine. Congratulations to the whole class. I wish you well on behalf of my very able colleagues, the brothers that I find myself amongst, and then the tutors and TAs. We say adios until you see your ace from us, which we willingly will give you. All the best and take care.